Hello. It's Tuesday, October 5th, 2021. And I'm hiding in the hutongs here because it's friggin' hot out. It's got to be like, it's actually 34 degrees Celsius, which for those of you who deal in Fahrenheit, which is pretty close to 95 degrees, and Shenzhen always brings the humidity every single day. So 95 degrees Fahrenheit, 34 degrees Celsius, high humidity. I'm gonna have to make this quick before I start pouring out sweat. Just came out of the air conditioning to pop this video out. So I'm hiding in the hutongs because it's kind of shaded and less wind. I was thinking about making a video showing some comparisons, differences. Maybe not as much comparisons, but as differences between people in China and people in the West. But I mean, who really cares about that? That sometimes you'll see men here in China with longer fingernails than women. It's kind of rare, but you do see it. I took a bit of a survey at one point, and it's my personal observation that more women have tattoos than men. That's what I've observed so far, but who cares about that? Let me talk about something that makes a difference in people's lives. Police. Let me talk about the police for a second here. I took the last couple of days off making videos. You probably noticed. Do that from time to time. Everybody does. And I watched a bunch of videos. It's a holiday here in China, so I watched a bunch of videos. And one of the things that I noticed was, I mean, of course, people want to post videos that have drama in them. I'm gonna shrink myself really small down in the corner here. I'll still keep talking, but I want to throw a bunch of clips in of a video that I watched yesterday. There was one I felt was rather disgusting. It's there was a policeman in an unmarked vehicle.
What's up, guys?
I think it was in Florida, and
Hello.
he noticed the truck in front of him.
Here, take a look.
There's two guys in the truck, and he noticed they weren't wearing their seatbelt.
You're not wearing a seatbelt. He wasn't wearing a seatbelt. You might put a cigarette out for me, man?
So he pulls them over.
Turn this off. That'd be great.
They pull over,
Thanks, man.
and so he gets out of his
Where y'all
truck,
headed to?
I just came from
walks up to the door,
I was looking at a job right there.
and he mentions, "Oh, you didn't have your seatbelt, and you didn't have your seatbelt." They both, excuse me, didn't have their
Hey, do you have
seatbelts
ID,
on.
man? Any weapons in
And
the car? Any drugs?
so what comes next? He says,
Check it out.
"Do you mind if I search your vehicle?"
Are you okay if we check the car?
And so they ask, like, "What for?"
I don't have probable cause. That's why I'm asking for consent.
And he's going, "Oh, I just want to
Okay.
know if you'll
Did you
agree
get
if I can
ID?
search your vehicle."
All right, do you mind staying 10-12?
And so the guy says, "No, I'd rather you didn't. I'd rather you didn't search my vehicle." Of course. You pulled me over for seatbelts. Why you want to search my vehicle? So anyway, the policeman goes back to his truck, as you can probably see in the clips that I'm showing up above.
I'm busy. I just got back here.
And
We might need the dog.
Calls headquarters and he says, I asked the guy if I can search his truck. He said he'd rather not, and would you mind sending a drug sniffing dog over here?
Hey, Jonathan.
So,
Ask one more time. Are
You know,
there any weapons in the car that
if you're going to send a drug sniffing dog up to the side of the guy's vehicle, and he's already said he doesn't really want his vehicle searched,
All right, I appreciate the heads up. Okay?
Isn't
Do you
that
have
kinda-
stuff right here on the
anyway.
dashboard?
I don't know the rules over there.
Okay.
For what, sir?
but so yeah, the dog shows up,
Yep, put it all there. Go ahead.
dog sniffs
Put your phone
around,
in your wallet up there, man.
gets a hit, I guess, or an indicator of something, so gets the guys out of the vehicle,
I'm gonna do a quick back down.
And,
so there's no other weapons on you. Okay?
you know, gets them away from the vehicle, starts doing some questioning,
There you go.
and then
Hands behind your back. This is
they
how I
rifled.
treat people, okay?
Actually, I think it ended up being total 4 police vehicles, everybody wearing flak jackets or bulletproof, hello, everybody wearing bulletproof uniforms or vests. They all have guns. There's a drug sniffing dog there. I believe there were 4 vehicles, 4 cars, or 2 trucks and 2 cars. And 6 to 8 police officers. Like I said, all wearing bulletproof vests and all with guns. And so they rifle all the way through. They just tear this, well, you know, don't wreck things, but definitely go through every little nook and cranny. And for some reason, I don't know why, the guy had about 10 or 15 empty cigarette packages in there. That was kind of weird. Apparently in one of them, he had a roach. Now, if anybody's Chinese and watching this, you probably don't know what a roach is. It's the stub, a little tiny stub, that would be left after you smoke a joint. Some nice backgrounds here. It's a little tiny stub that would be left. So at one point, some time, I could have been quite a while ago if the guy's got 10 or 15 cigarette packs in there. But at one point, apparently the guy smoked a joint and he left I guess the garbage of it, or the remaining little stub. He left it in a cigarette pack. So that's what they found. And I'm fast forwarding this footage up above so that hopefully I can get more of it in there. And you can see that they were pretty thorough, tearing this guy's vehicle apart. And meanwhile, he's pulled over for seatbelts. So, being that they just got a roach, and if they end up going to court for a roach, there's probably nothing going to happen. Probably going to get thrown out. It's kind of a joke. So he commences to write them the ticket for the seatbelts, for no seatbelts. I really can't see my screen. Can't see anything. So yeah, he writes them the ticket for the no seatbelts, and helps them to get it back out into traffic. You know, he stops traffic while they pull their vehicle out. The reason I brought this up is because 11 years here in China, do you know how many times I've seen cars pulled over on the highway? That would be a big fat 0. They don't pull cars over in the city. They just don't do that. I mean, I've got 2 tickets. I got one for driving in a bus lane, and I got one for a passenger in the vehicle that didn't have a seatbelt. In both cases, it was just sent to me by WeChat, and with a picture clearly indicating the infraction. There's differences. There's a difference that's a pretty big one, and it's life-changing, or can be. The police, for the most part, I suppose, are good people. And the intention of the police, in most cases, is to help you get through what is likely one of the worst days of your life, if not the worst day. And they're going to go through it with you, or help you to manage to get through it. That's the main gist of what they're supposed to be doing. And in some cases, and I've experienced this myself, in some cases they create the worst day of your life. Like the guy in the video above, or I think it's probably over by now. I've got a bit of wind here. Like the guy in the video that I showed, they created his worst day, or probably one of his worst days. So I've had police interactions in both directions. One similar to the one in the video, where the police used their authority basically to punish me, and having done little to nothing wrong. I haven't had that many police gang up on me as they had in this in the video, but I've had one instance also where they should have charged me with something. They let me drive off. So it can go either way, but not here in China. So if you're in China and you disagree with what I'm saying, by all means, put a comment in the comment section below and say, hey, Wu Jiao, that's bullshit. That's not how it works in China. People get pulled over all the time. I have seen random checks at sometimes just as you pass a toll booth. And definitely, like recently, I've seen stops where they're checking everybody's health code before going into an area, especially tourist areas. Maybe some cities or towns will do that if a neighboring city or town has some infections. They might stop vehicles coming in and check your health code on WeChat. But generally, the police are hands off. You're not going to see 6 to 8 policemen all wearing police uniforms and bulletproof jackets or vests and carrying guns, pulling somebody over and rifling through all their stuff, trying to find a roach. It's just not going to happen. So yeah, I just thought I'd do this quick walk and talk. I know it's probably been too long already. So yeah, I wanted to point out this one big difference. Police interactions, life-changing stuff. It's not about tattoos or fingernails. It's about stuff that can change your life. And land of the free, home of the brave, land of the free, and sometimes not so free. I'm not saying that everything about the police here in China is perfect. I can't say I've had any negative interactions with the police here. Everything's been very friendly. I did have to go to the police station 2 times. One time was because of an accident. I was walking, somebody hit me on a bicycle, which was hilarious. The police thought it was just as funny. I was totally uninjured, and the person on the bicycle went to the hospital. The other time was I was in the store, bought something. There's a phone on the counter. I thought it was my phone. I put it in my pocket. And by the time I go to bring it back, it had already been reported to the police. So I got picked up, taken to the police station, and we all laughed about that one as well. Actually, I have a picture of me and probably 10 policemen hugging and laughing, having a good time. Those are my 2 interactions. I'm right beside a police station right now. Community Police Affairs Office. It's a community police station. So here, your interactions with the police on the roads in your car are going to end up being if the 2 cars touch each other or there's a serious accident or whatever along those lines. The police are probably going to show up, take pictures, and help out to sort out what's going on and who's responsible. Okay, here's a look at a Shenzhen police car right here. It's not very intimidating. So I guess you can include this video as one of my more observational type videos, and showing you one of the differences between the police and police interactions in the West and police interactions in China. Okay, it's so damn hot out. I had to shut down my phone. Or actually, my phone shut down for itself because of a temperature issue. So I better make this ending quick. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.